and welcome to another race in the GT Sport Championship. I'm Crafty and welcome to Dragon Trail Gardens. I'm here with Marty Bumble. Talk us through the track today, Marty.
Yeah, good afternoon, Crafty. Here we are, the Gardens, of course, in a 15-minute race today. 16 corners of a 4.3 kilometre circuit. The cars on track will have a choice of tyres, but there is no compulsory pits.
SZaucy has taken pole from Cosmo, Like to Race and Graham. We are set for a start here at the Gardens. Watch for the Subarus off the line, they'll be quick. Can SZaucy hold on into turn one? We are ready to go racing. Revs rise, here we go, and we're underway. SZaucy can't get it off the line. Cosmo takes the lead straight away. SZaucy tries to cut underneath him and take his draft. Looks like to Race has also got ahead there in the second Subaru. Into turn one now. It's a fast sweeping corner, no braking required there. Now back into turn two. This is a slower part of the track, and Cosmo with the lead early on here, followed by Like to Race, SZaucy and Graham. Bouncing over that curb there. Now we head down this next straight into a hairpin. Looks like to Race is shaping up for a move here, possibly on Cosmo early on in the second Subaru. Looks like Graham's having a go at SZaucy, so SZaucy's gone from first all the way to fourth now, and there's Graham ahead of him now. What do you reckon about that start, Marty?
Well, it certainly seems the Subarus have nailed their starts there. They both took off very quickly away from the Lancers. But now we're seeing the Lancers come back a bit. Certainly, Graham's certainly taken off better than what he had done. But back to you.
Yes, and Cosmo leads still. Graham ahead of his teammate there. SZaucy in the second Team Lancer car. And as you can see, we are 1 minute and 30 seconds into this race. 15 minutes. Oh, Cosmo's in the wall. What happened there? Oh dear, no, that's not the start they were after. Was there contact between the Subarus there?
Yeah, I think there was. I think it looked like Cosmo braked a little early and Like to Race wasn't prepared, and he's put him into the wall. Looks like Cosmo's decided to take a stop for repairs. He'll need a quick stop, but he'll be down a lap if he doesn't watch this when the others come in.
Yes, and Cosmo here, he's getting those repairs done. You can see there's some damage to the car. Started on the racing super softs. Let's see what tyre he's gone on to the racing hards now, so a long stint coming up. Replay here. Like to Race. Oh, yes, I think you're right, Bumble. He braked a little early there, and here's another look at it from Graham's car, and Like to Race just wasn't expecting him.
No, he's tried to swerve at the last minute, but it was too late. They made contact.
Back to live images now. That's Graham running a little wide, and SZaucy retakes the position off him. So, Team Lancer, they haven't really shown their hand yet. They've been just working away, and SZaucy started on the racing hards. We can see, oh no, Like to Race is off the road now. Gee, the Subaru team are self-imploding here, it seems like.
But he's just run wide again, really wide in that car. He's going to go down a couple of spots here, and he has.
Yes, Like to Race has lost out to both the Team Lancer cars. So after that slow start for the Lancers, they are now 1 and 2. Replay here. Like to Race. Yeah, just wide there, as you were saying, Bumble.
He's dragged a lot of pebbles onto the road there. That'll make a bit hard cornering around there until it gets wiped away. Anyway, he's coming up close behind Graham here. He still hasn't lost too much time.
No, he hasn't. He's on the racing softs, and you can already see down the bottom of your screen. They're starting to wear out as he goes for the move on Graham there. Graham ran a little wide, it looks like, and all side by side here. Look at this. Oh, and Graham retakes the position now. And oh no, Like to Race, he's back ahead of him now. So, gee, they're really going at it here. And as you can see, Graham also on racing softs. These tyres are wearing out already.
Yeah, they're certainly not going to go the full length of the race, and unless somebody else. I think that's right, SZaucy's on hard, so we'll see how that performance goes.
Yeah, SZaucy on hards. Cosmo also on hards now after that early stop. We're on board with Graham here through the middle of the track. Talk us through this part of the track.
Yeah, you've really got to make the apexes to keep the speed up. Now you see Graham's, he's just missing them a little bit there, so he's going to find it difficult to stay in touch with the others if he just runs wide a bit there.
Yes, how soon do you think these guys on the racing softs will be coming into the pits? It's got to be soon. They seem to be struggling a little bit already.
Yeah, particularly on the front there, you can see that there's, they maybe get a lap 2 if they're pushing it, but to maintain a good crossover there of the times, they will have to come in early and replace those. But depending on what they choose to go to, we'll see. Graham's run wide again there, so we'll see what happens now.
Yeah, Graham ran wide. I think Leos Like to Race has come into the pits now, so let's see what he changes his tyres to. He's already lost out. Cosmo's come past him, so that early stop might benefit Cosmo, but he'll have to pit again, obviously. Fuel going in the car too. And how much of that is he taking on board? So over half full tank of fuel there, and he looks like he's on racing softs again. I didn't quite catch that. We go back to Cosmo here. He's up to second now, so he's got ahead of Graham. He hasn't pitted yet, but those racing softs are wearing out pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's right. He may be able to catch SZaucy, but by the time he gets there, his tyres are going to be in bad shape again, so we'll have to see, what's the better strategy.
Yes, we're just in a bit of a holding pattern here, waiting to see who's going to do what at this stage of the race. Cosmo in second, already done a pit stop. See his fuel as he runs a little wide there. Fuel is just over half a tank. Those hard tyres seem to be holding up pretty well for Cosmo, as they must be for SZaucy as well.
Yeah, it does look like hard tyres were the best choice. I don't know, it's a pretty long lap to maintain those, and those soft tyres are just going off so quickly.
Yeah, you can see it really there, showing on the bottom left of your screen. That right front of Graham is really struggling now. Surely he's got to come into the pits as he runs wide again there in the last corner. Is he coming in?
He's pushing it again to go around. Well, this will really hurt the times, so I think if he does go in next time, it'll be a long way down.
Yeah, well, you can see also we are 7 minutes into the race now, so we're just about to hit the half race distance already. So maybe he's just trying to get through this on one stop. Which tyres do you think he'll go on to next time? Surely
not the softs, although maybe he could go mediums, which would provide better performance than the hards, but still outlast the soft tyres.
Yes, definitely there. Back to SZaucy, who's kept his nose clean. He's in the lead at the moment. Those hards are looking very good though at the moment. He's used not even half a tank yet, so he's looking good maybe to even not do a pit stop possibly. What do you reckon, Bumble?
Well, maybe that's the case. I'm not sure whether he's running the car lean at the moment to make sure he gets to the end, but seems like he's got tyre wear enough to go to the end. I'm not sure about the fuel, but he's certainly got good fuel at the moment.
Yes, he looks pretty strong there at the moment, but Cosmo, on a slightly fresher set of hard tyres, is coming back at him now, so we'll see what happens there. That right front of Graham's is dead. There is just nothing left on it. He's got to be pitting in this time, Bumble, surely.
Surely, well, the next thing is the rims is the next stop, so he'll have to go in. We're watching. He didn't run wide that time. He's got himself a better entry into the pits, so it'll be interesting to note what tyre he actually changes to now.
Yes, so into the pit lane now. We wait for him to arrive. Here he is now, and quick stop coming up here for the teams. They're very professional, these outfits here. Fuel, he'll probably need a little bit possibly, but we're very interested to see what tyres he goes on. It's been a very interesting strategy here so far for Graham. As he exits the pits, we wait for the tyres to update on our screen. Oh, we didn't quite catch that one either, so we'll let you know, but possibly the mediums, as you were saying. I don't know if you'd get another stint out of those softs. As we look here, I think we've got to change for the lead. It's Cosmo ahead of SZaucy, and Like to Race, he's catching up too now, and he's already done a pit stop as well. So this long strategy of SZaucy's might not be paying off after all.
Yeah, well, we're still yet to see, because if Cosmo certainly will have hard tyres. He's out in front. They're, a couple of laps older than, or I should say, newer than SZaucy's. But look, we're at replay here as
yes, we can see a replay here. I think it's of how Cosmo's taken the lead off SZaucy, and into the second corner. He just had a bit more better grip, I think, through that fast turn 1 sweeper. Also noting here that we can confirm Like to Race did go onto the hard tyres as well, so top 3 running hards, but Like to Race maybe in the best seat here with the pressure set.
Yeah, at the moment, but we'll have to see what Graham has gone on to and where he stands. He has stopped the latest of them all and might be in the best position at the end of the race.
Yes, that's true. He's just come out of the final corner now, so he's got a bit of ground to make up, but if he does have a fresh set of hards on, maybe he is in the box seat. Even if he has the mediums on, he might be looking good towards the end of the race. Like to Race here look at SZaucy over that curve there. They really go hard over that one, don't they, Bumble?
Yeah, he really has got some air under the left side of the car there. You wouldn't want to be doing that every time around that lap.
No, probably not. You might damage the car there as head into this hairpin now. Like to Race hasn't really progressed any further now ahead of, and Cosmo's pulled a little gap on these two here, so maybe Cosmo pushing those tyres hard knowing he's got to pit again possibly. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, he might be keeping that in mind. He's trying to open a gap.
Oh no, what's happened here? Like to Race has spun as well. They both ran off the track, and Like to Race has spun trying to rejoin the track, it seems. Oh, disaster here. He was in a good position too. Hopefully we get a replay of it. Yes, here we go. What happened? Just ran wide.
Yeah, he's just gone too hard into the corner, and once you got into that gravel, then no control, and he's turned right around.
Yes, and here's another look on board SZaucy. He also went a little wide, but not quite as wide as Like to Race. And I think, yes, Cosmo's in the pit lane with only 3 minutes to go. So he must be putting on a set of soft tyres, or maybe even super softs. Let's see. As he comes out of the pit lane, do we get to see what he's put on? Yes, super soft tyres. Interesting strategy here, isn't it, Bumble?
Yeah, well, he'll be pushing hard, but he's still in a good position to get back in front. So here we are. We see that Graham is on softs now. He's going to have to really hope that they don't chew right through by the end. But I'd say Cosmo's in the best position at the moment.
Yes, so Graham did end up going on softs. That's interesting. 2 stints on the softs. Second stint might be a lap shorter depending on the time of the race. So, oh, he's run wide there. And those tyres are already looking a little bit worn, so he's got to be careful there. SZaucy in the lead. Still hasn't pitted yet. Looks like he's probably going all the way now, because we've probably only got 1 lap to go after this one. Like to Race is in second, but look, Cosmo's already caught up on these super softs, and around the outside, look at that, he's through and into second place. He is on the charge now, isn't he, Bumble?
He certainly is, and with that enormous amount of grip that he has, he can just easily go around the outside, inside, wherever he wants. Certainly has the pace around the corners.
Yeah, looking at the replay, he just shot right around the outside of his teammate there, Like to Race. I don't know if he was letting him by, but he didn't really have a choice, did he? He was too quick.
No. There's no competition there.
Yeah, definitely this is going to be the last lap now as we hit 14 minutes. So we'll hit 15 minutes before they get to the checkered flag, so it'll be out this lap. It looks like there's a battle on for third here. Who's going to be on the podium between Like to Race and Graham?
Yeah, well, it's still a bit hard to say. Graham certainly looks better with those soft tyres, but they're just not going to be real good by the time the final lap comes.
Yes, and he's through now, but can they hold out for the rest of this lap? Meanwhile, SZaucy in the lead, hasn't pitted all race, can you believe it? And now Cosmo, you can see him, he's coming to get him. This is going to be a very interesting finish here.
Yeah, you can see him just eating away at his lead there. I can't see how SZaucy can maintain the lead.
Alright, half a lap to go here. This is a tough part of the track too for a guy who hasn't pitted on worn tyres. These fast sweeping lefts and rights, and then into the three-pronged right-hander up here. This is really going to wear out his tyres. Cosmo's all over him now. Look at this. How will he hold him up? He's given him a bump already. Through they go. Look at this. SZaucy in the lead. Cosmo second, using all the curb he can get to defend here. Cosmo looking for any way through. SZaucy, he's on the inside running into the last two corners here. Can he hang on? Cosmo's alongside him now. He might be even ahead of him. SZaucy on the inside. Can he hold on? He goes in deep. Cosmo sweeps underneath him and takes the lead. He's going to get the win. Great strategy here from the Subaru team. Cosmo out of the last corner. Cosmo is going to take the win. Unbelievable stuff here. Well done. Cosmo wins. SZaucy in second. Graham is going to hold on for third and Like to Race at the rear there. What a finish. Let's have a look at the replay. Talk us through it, Bumble.
Yeah, you see him. He really came flying up behind him. We had no choice. He gave him a tap there, but he's just got so much corner speed that he's just going around the inside, the outside, whatever he chooses. But the telling sign was up here at the final two corners, where he just swept around with extra grip. SZaucy couldn't maintain it. He's gone in deep, round the inside, and that was it. Game over at that corner.
Yeah, just SZaucy tried to go in a bit deep on, just couldn't hold it with those tyres. If we look at the replay, what happened here? Oh, Like to Race is really serving up Graham there. What on earth was all that about for third place?
I can't say. There'll be a post-race investigation about that for sure. He's just driven him out there. I can't say what's happened.
Well, we'll have to look at that later, but well done to Cosmo. What a win for him. Thanks again for watching here today. What a race we've had. Thank you for your comments, Marty Bumble, as always.
Thank you, Crafty. It's been great.
And thanks for watching another race in the GT Sport Championship. Goodbye.